Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. So today I'm going to be playing in my Christmas glue book, my little glue folio. I'm just kind of going through, showing you what I've done so far in it. It has all kinds of flips and flappies and floppies and all the things. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I have this idea to make one of these waterfall pages a little present. I thought that would be really cute because when I was fussy cutting, I noticed in one of the books that I was using, one of Bridget's books, she had these strips, and I'll show you in just a minute here. And I thought those would be perfect as like ribbon strips, and she also had bows with them. So I was like, well, I'm making a present because that's clearly what she intended those pieces to be for. So I decided to grab Keely's book here of winter papers, and I decided to grab one of those to use as like a wrapping paper. And you could totally use regular Christmas wrapping paper. In fact, I encourage it. You could get tons of rolls at the Dollar Tree and it'll last you forever. Wrapping paper is one of my favorite things to use in glue booking because it's thin and affordable and you get a lot for your money. So, but with this, I wanted something a little bit more substantial, and I decided to go with Keely's paper here, which is so cute. And I'm just measuring to make sure my dimensions were correct because it's been a few days. My waterfall pieces, once they're folded and attached, are 5.5 by 5.25. So I'm trimming these just a little bit bigger so that I have a little bit of wiggle room when I'm gluing it down, and then I can just cut off the little bit of excess paper. If I cut it the exact size, it's such a pain in the you-know-what to like get it on there perfect so that none of the background was showing, and I just didn't want to deal with that. So I always cut things just a little bit bigger so that I have some space to put it down, and then I can cut off the excess. I wanted to take a second to thank Hooligan Mama for sending me a pack of glue sticks. Thank you so much. That was such a huge surprise. My husband's like, hey, you have a package on the front porch. And I was like, what? I don't remember ordering anything. And then I opened it up and it was from you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My favorite glue sticks at that, Scotch Permanent. Thank you so much. That was much appreciated. I go through a lot of glue sticks this time of year. A lot. So I'm just gonna, clean up the edges. There's a little spot over there on the right of white. I'm gonna get that later. I totally missed it in the moment, but I will go back and get that because it drives me nuts. Although I'm working on my perfectionism, this is just how I like to craft. So if you don't want things to be perfectly straight and all that kind of stuff, you don't have to do that. That's just me. Oh, there, I was showing you Bridget's book with her little strips of paper there. So these are the ones that I decided to go with, and I will link all the books that I showed in this video down below. I grabbed something from Poor Toast and Kate Curry's book that they collabed on. I used some of Bridget's books. I used some of Keely's books. So I really used a wide variety of stuff here. So here I was trying to decide, do I want the middle to be towards the top or in the direct middle? And I decided to make it go towards the top a little bit because I thought maybe I would add like a little tag that says like, to and from or no peeking or something like that. And I looked for some tags and nothing was really speaking to me in the moment. So I decided to just move on. I'll come back to that at a later date. Isn't this so cute? Like, how fun is this? I really like it how I offset it a little bit instead of doing it directly in the middle. My original way of thinking would be, well, that's a weird way to put it. Typically, I would do it directly in the middle because I like things to be even. But I do like it offset like this because I think that's really cute. And then, like I said, I could add a little tag or something there that says like no peeking or something to that effect to make it look like an actual present. And then you will have seen there, I had 4 different bows, and I decided to go with this one because she had a lighter green, a darker green, a lighter red, and like a burgundy red. And I thought the burgundy looked really good with the brown coffee cups in the background of Keely's paper. So that's what I went with. And oh my gosh, I love it so much. So here's one of my Christmas baskets. I put things in here so that I can just grab whatever I need. I have my Christmas stickers, fabric, washi tape, pockets, tags, papers, fussy cuts, you name it, it's in there. So I just take all this stuff out of my Christmas boxes, not all of it, but stuff I know that I'm going to use regularly, and put it in a basket so that I have it readily available. Like my Tim Holtz stickers, my fussy cut books that I'm using, things like that. So these are some ornaments that I drew over the past week. I just went on, oh, this one I made to look like the Grinch. Isn't that cute? I freehanded that heart too, and it turned out like perfect. I was so impressed. So I just Googled free ornament templates and got some free templates, printed them off, and just on printer paper, although I did use 24-pound printer paper, so it's a little bit thicker. And I decided to doodle on the ornaments. Now you could also collage on them. You could put napkins on them. You could, add stickers, whatever you want to do. Washi tape. Washi tape would be really fun. For the last couple years, I've made ugly Christmas sweaters with washi tape, and that's been really fun. So yeah, I decided to doodle, and I'm using some of Anton's papers here. Anton is on Etsy. He is Bontic Vintage Designs, and he has given us a generous code of 60% off his entire shop. So I will link his information down below. All these papers that you're seeing in this book are kits of Anton's, so I will make sure to link that down below for you as well. He also has a free Dropbox with a kit in there that's absolutely free for Relax.Cut.Glue subscribers. So I will link that down below too. All you do is click it, and then you can just print it out for yourself, and it's absolutely free. He is the most generous man ever. So big thanks to Anton for that. So I decided to cut the tops off of those because I didn't like them. And then I would add gold pen for like some string hanging down, So I go to glue this, and I go to scrape it, right? And now, mind you, I did this like a week ago. And all of a sudden, all my gold dots were coming off of it. Because I showed you, I think briefly there, I had added my gold paint pen and added dots all over it. And I was like, what? I have never seen that happen before. So I don't know what happened there. But I just go back through and add the dots back on. It's not a big deal. I'm obsessed with my Grinch neurographic art there. Absolutely love it. So the first two are neurographic art, and then the little glue sticks, which I'm obsessed with. If you're a Glue Crew member, you've seen me do this design a million times. I'm obsessed with it, and I love it. I love drawing little glue sticks. So then I decided to add the little loops back in. I made that top loop too big. I hate it. Don't you hate it when that happens and you're like, ah? But whatever. It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. So here I am just adding some of the dots. I cut some of this out because you guys don't want to sit there watching me dot this ornament for 5,000 hours. So I'm just going to set those up there and let them dry. Oh my gosh, my little glue stick ornament, so cute. Love it. Love it. So I got an email from Jen. Hi, Jen. And she asked me if I could do some Twinchies because I have not done any in a very long time. And she is correct. I haven't. I have not done them in a very long time. So I'm going to do a few Twinchies here. And what Twinchies are 2 inches by 2 inches, similar to an artist trading card or an ATC, except they're 2 inches by 2 inches. And they're really fun. And I'm going to show you here in a second where I point to the side of my page. There's lots of different things you can do with them. Now, I keep mine in a binder just like I do my artist trading cards. I have little tiny 2 inch by 2 inch little folders to put them in, like you would baseball cards, but they're tiny for Twinchies. But what you can do is send them in Happy Mail. You can use them to then glue onto your glue book pages. You can glue them. What I show you here in a second is if you glue them onto the side of your page, just part of it, you can use it as a tuck spot in a junk journal. You can glue them on top of paper clips and make them a decorative paper clip. I was going to kind of use them as tiles and glue them onto a page in my glue book. And I can get 6 on one page and just, put some decorative paper behind them and then do like a grid of 6. But there's lots of things you can do with them. I mean, just use your imagination. But again, these are super fun, really quick because they're so small, and they're a lot of fun to make. I usually save all of my like scrap papers and stuff for projects like this. So if you have little bits of Christmas paper left over from when you're playing in your glue book, make some Twinchies. Super easy peasy. So I added a sticker. Oh, here's where I'm going to show you. Okay, hold on here. Oh, I guess I didn't. Oh, I know what happened. I was going to use that candy cane sticker, and it looked horrible. So I glued it on in the front of my glue book. There's that Santa or a snowman holding a candy cane. I just added one in his other hand. He's double fisting candy canes. He has a sweet tooth. Let it go. He has a sweet tooth. So I'm going to make another one. Just again, I have my paper scraps to the side of me. And I'm going to use a little image from mine and Keely's book that we collabed on. Because I already had that cut up in my little basket. So it fits perfect. And I decided to glue that on there. Super simple. You do not have to be elaborate with things like this. But you can if you want. I decided to use my art glitter glue for this because it's so tiny and I didn't want to rip it. I was ripping things left and right. You'll see here in a minute. I ripped a piece and I couldn't find the piece that I ripped off. And anyways, we'll get there. So yeah, these are super fun to do. And then I ended up using some of my Tim Holtz words, Christmas words, because they're small and they fit on there really well. I hope everybody had a fabulous Thanksgiving holiday for those of you that celebrate. We had a great day. I talked about it last week, but we went over to my mom's, my sister and her family, me and my family, and then my mom and her best friend. And it was a really, really good time. My nephews are so cute. They're 7 and 2. And it was just pure chaos between 2 little Chihuahua puppies and 2 little children. But it was so much fun. I'm obsessed with my mom's little Chihuahuas. They're so cute. Super fun. And then my little 2-year-old nephew, anytime you ask him a question, he'll be like, yep. So he'll say, hey, Zachary, are you eating a cookie? Yep. Hey, Zachary, do you want some turkey? Yep. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. So cute. Oh man. He's like my little mini me too. He's just adorable. And my 7-year-old nephew, he's just getting so big. It's so crazy to me. Like nothing makes your child look older than having another child, because then all of a sudden, and it's the same with like, I'm sure grandchildren and nieces and nephews, because I look at my nephew who's 7 and I'm like, I swear you were just 2 like yesterday. And here you are like a big boy having a conversation with me. It's just nuts. But we had a great time. Really great time. The food was great. Loving those. So cute. So I'm going around the edges with these just because I feel like when you ink around the edges, it just brings everything together. It just takes it to the next level for me. This is optional. You don't have to do that if you don't like it. So don't worry about that. So here's where I'm talking about how I was thinking about doing like a little grid page with them. I thought that would be really fun. And then, you know, you can use, here I was showing I have these little bits. I could add 2 of them on here, maybe with some decorative paper behind it. The options are endless. You can do so many things with these. So I'm just tucking them in there for now. Still trying to scrape off some of that gold that was on there. And then I decided this would be super cute with a quote on it. So I'm going to take one of Tim Holtz stickers. I'm obsessed with these, the red and the green in the back. I wish he did an entire book of those. Those are my favorite. And I decided to chop this up. I usually do this with my longer sentences just to fill up more real estate. I just feel like it looks better. There I was saying it probably would have looked better if I put it up in the right-hand corner, but yeah, whatevs. And I'm going back and doing another Twinchie. This is just kind of how I roll. Like I just have everything out and I just kind of go with the flow, whatever, you know, strikes my fancy in the moment. Super cute. These are so fun. I should break out my binder and show you guys my Twinchies. I don't have as many, obviously, as I do artist trading cards because I do those way more, but super fun. When I first started like collaging and glue booking, I did a lot of this kind of stuff. It was a great way for me to practice and work on composition and stuff on a really small scale without it being too intimidating. So I did a lot of those in the beginning. Great for kids too. And for those smaller images, you know, in your cut and collage books or in magazines, anything you find that's smaller, this is a great way to use those. Okay, I live on a residential street, but there are so many cars going by today. Do you hear all these big trucks and stuff? Insane. And then you got Sherman over here snoring. Sherman's my pug. And Zena just came in here and opened the door, so you might hear my TV in the background. I apologize. And I round my corners. It's totally optional. I just really like the look of it, so that's why I do that. Going in with another Tim Holtz words. In the front, he has like 4 or 5 pages of these like tan, khaki colored words that are all different sizes, and they're mostly pretty small, so they work really well on the Twinchies. Adding my little inky poo. Man, Sherman is snoring. Oh my gosh, it is so cold and windy here right now. I took Xena for a walk yesterday and I thought I was going to die. I had on like a winter hat. I have one of those hats where it has a little elastic hole at the top so my little bun can stick out the top of it. I wear a messy bun like 99.9% of the time. So I was out there with I had 2 sweaters on. I had that on. And the wind was like pushing me. And, you know, I'm not tiny. So I'm short. I'm very short. But it was like pushing me and pulling me. It was exhausting. Good workout though. Xena and I walk like about a mile or so, maybe a little bit more when we do our walk. But when you're walking against the wind, oh my gosh, it's like walking in sand. So now I'm breaking out some of the images that I've cut out from cut and collage books. I'm going back in with Keely's winter book to grab some like a background page for this. I was going to use some more of my Anton printables, but I use those for the cover and my signatures. So I wanted to bring in some other papers as well. I also have some Tim Holtz papers that I'm going to be using as well. Joann's was having a massive sale. Like, I think it was 50% off everything. So I happened to go in there and there was just a few things left. And I grabbed the sticker book and the paper and I got them for 50% off. So that was nice. I've been trying not to go into craft stores because I just don't want to buy a bunch of stuff. This time of year, it's so hard because everything's on sale, you know? I should be stocking up. I should be stocking up on cardstock, like that kind of stuff. I use a lot of cardstock, not only for my projects, but to make my glue books and that kind of stuff too. And my bases for artist trading cards, I use cardstock. But if you're not into that and you want to go of a more like recycled way of doing it, I also have stacks and stacks and stacks of artist trading card bases that I've cut out of cereal boxes or packaging boxes, cardboard, that kind of thing. You can totally use those too. You can even use like corrugated cardboard. I've made some cool ATCs using that. So yeah, definitely use what you have or use cardstock if you prefer that. No judgments on me. You craft how you want to craft. So I was itching to use this huge gingerbread house, and it didn't go exactly how I planned, which is so cool for me, at least. It's crazy how you can come up with this idea, and then you start crafting, and it kind of totally goes in a different direction because you're kind of going with the flow of things. I like that. It's kind of fun at the end to see like how you changed your mind. I don't know. Is anybody else? Am I alone in that? I don't know. Am I just weird? We all know I'm weird. Come on. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I took this in a total different direction than what I was thinking. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share. Do you guys clean up as you go? I have to. It drives me absolutely bonkers when I have like little shards of paper everywhere. And I'm just kind of looking through. I haven't done a lot of fussy cutting. My hands have been like killing me lately. And I don't know if it's the cold weather because you know I have fibro, blah, blah, blah. I talk about it all the time. But like my hands, today they feel a little bit better. But for the last few days, they have been super sore and achy. I did do a lot of drawing, and I haven't been doing that lately, and that tends to hurt my hands when I haven't been doing it. And it's really cold out, so maybe that has something to do with it. So I had that little piece, it says like gingerbread shop or something to that effect, that I got off of that Dollar Tree bag. So I decided to use that, and I was just kind of looking to see what I had in here. It's been a few days since I've looked. And I have some magazine cutouts, and because I use magazines in here as well, not just cut and collage books. So I'm just kind of looking around, seeing what I have. I thought I had cut out some gingerbread men, but apparently not. So I was kind of looking through. I'm looking through Keely's Crafty Christmas book, which I absolutely love because everything in there is like crocheted or knitted and like embroidered. So it's super cute. I wasn't finding what I needed in that one, so then I switched to Kate Curry and Pour Toast book, and then that's where I found the gingerbread men. I was just kind of using what I had on hand sitting right next to me. Just kind of looking through real quick. I need to fussy cut, like, bad. I need to fussy cut so bad. I'm going to cut out a lot of these, like, bigger images, too, like I did that gingerbread house. I think that's a great way to use those bigger images that we wouldn't normally, like, use for, like, an artist trading card and things like that. So I want to really use those bigger images in this glue book. And then use the smaller images to decorate like I'm doing here. So after I fussy cut this little gingerbread, I was gluing it, and I go to glue it down, and I realized the little pom-pom, Lynn, your favorite, pom-poms. Lynn is a glue crew member of mine, and she teases me about using pom-poms all the time, so now I'm just going to put them on everything, just to spite her. Anyways, I was gluing, and I go to glue it down, and the pom-pom's missing. And I cut this out, but I'm looking all over for it. I'm looking on the magazine page I glued it on. I'm looking on my glue stick. I cannot find the stinking pom-pom, and it just, like, poof, into thin air. Like, where is the little pom-pom that I ripped off this gingerbread man's hat? I could not find it. Guess where I found it? Glued to the tip of my finger. That's right, glued to the tip of my phalange. Hot Mess Express. Choo-choo! Yeah, it happens. Tell me you're a glue booker without telling me you're a glue booker. Oh my gosh. Good times. That's where I was looking for it. And here's where I found it. It's like, are you kidding me? It stuck to my finger and I just ripped it off. Oh, man. What a goob. All right, everyone. That is going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. If you wouldn't mind, please hit that like button. It's a great way to support me and my channel. Have a fabulous day. Don't forget to drink your water, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, friends.